I wanted to show you the difference between having the plants under exposed to lots of heat, and also having them under shade, some type of a shade structure. And this is the plants that I have uncovered. These are the plants that are located in front of my house. This side of the yard, I hardly ever show it on my videos because it's just it's very hard to be making videos on this side of the yard because it is exposed to extreme heat, sunlight. That's why the plants are looking the way they are right now. As you can see, these plants, for the appearance of them, it looks like they are done producing for this year, 2020. But that's not the case. They are still producing some tomatoes, but they don't taste as good as the ones that are under the shade cloth that I will be showing you guys at the end of this video. But I wanted to make this video because I've been bragging about my shade cloth structure that I built on the other side of the yard, and today is the time to show you the benefits of having it, and also the results of not having it. And this is obviously the part of my yard that is not protected. Let me show you one more. As you can see, this side of the yard is looking pretty sad. There's no shade cloth here, just a beautiful blue sky up here in the high desert of Lancaster. And these have the raised beds look like. A lot of the plants have already been taken out because they died. As you can see, those were my zucchini plants that I started towards the end of March. And these are some of the tomato plants. This is the other side that I made a video about. These are the plants that I totally neglected from trimming. They grew super big, and I didn't pay too much attention to this side of the yard, and this is the result. So yeah, this side of the yard looks very sad. This is where I also have the zinnias. These are the zinnias that survived. And I say survived because I had planted thousands of seeds all around the house. But they came up. They always a lot of these plants, they sprouted, but they were the raised beds were taken over by other crops like corn, tomatoes, zucchini, and they just took cover, and these guys took too long to grow, so they died. This is the only section that I was able to recover, but it's okay. I did get to see my zinnias this year. So these zinnias are exposed to extreme sunlight, but it's okay because these guys are heat tolerant, and they just love to be out here exposed to extreme temperatures. By the way, today is Sunday. I believe it's the Sunday, August 9th, 2020. It's about 4 p.m. right now. It was super hot a little while ago, but right now the temperature has dropped a little bit, but still I think it's about 104 Fahrenheit right now at this moment. Let me show you one more part of the yards that are exposed to extreme sunlight. This is my or used to be my strawberry patch. As you can see, they're also exposed to extreme sunlight and heat. I'm not expecting any more strawberries from these plants. This raised bed is where I had my corn, and now I am already starting my fall garden. The Swiss chard, the kale, the red Russian kale, the dinosaur kale, everything is already coming up. So I'm not wasting time, guys. I am already planting for fall, getting ready for fall. But yes, this is another side of the yard where it's exposed to extreme heat. As you can see, the plants are not very happy. But you will see towards the end of this video how my other plants are very happy. The other side. So yeah, this is how an ordinary hot day looks like in the high desert. If you see some green on these plants, it's because I water them quite a lot. So yeah, the reason why these plants are still doing good, even though they are exposed to extreme temperatures, is because I have a water irrigation system going on that turns on every 6 hours. Otherwise, there will be almost nothing left on this side of the yard. Okay, so I'm gonna make a separate video on my peaches, on my Pineda peaches, because they are already starting to ripen. So you can see I already had a few of these guys. They're not completely ripe yet, but you can eat them like that. They are so delicious. I'm going to make a separate video on that very shortly when I'm harvesting them. But for right now, let me continue with this tour of how it's like up here in the high desert during extreme temperatures. Alright, so we are approaching the raised beds that are fully protected with shade cloth. And let's see, these plants are also not protected, and as you can see, it almost looks like they are approaching the end of their production, but nonetheless they are still producing some tomatoes. I apologize if my voice sounds like if I'm getting out of breath, but that is the truth. I just finished pruning my nectarine tree, and I'm quite exhausted. I had to take a break because my phone overheated as usual. So literally I had to put it inside the refrigerator for the phone to cool down. I know that sounds crazy, but that is what I have to do. Anyways, look at my nectarine tree. I have removed lots of big branches. These branches were supposed to give me most of the production next year, but I removed them because the tree is growing out of control, and you have to be able to manage your trees. If I was to go back in time, I would make this tree to grow one single stem like this one, but I didn't know any better. So right now I am forced to keep trimming it in order for me to be able to walk around it. Otherwise, these branches, they just keep hitting my face every time I want to go. I want to walk by it, and this is how it looks like. Anyways, so the plants that are exposed to heat, as you can see, they're not doing great. I don't have to say any more words to describe that. You guys can see it. Now, let me show you the ones that are protected. Look at that. That almost looks like the Garden of Eden. If you walk through here, as soon as you enter this section, it feels very, very tropical. And as you can see, the plants are nice and green. Even the flowers that are next to it are benefiting from the shade that I have provided these plants. As you can see, the leaves are nice and healthy. The plants, they are still putting out flowers, and the sun is not really putting a number on these plants. I come out here every day. I don't harvest from any other raised bed but this one, because the tomatoes are nice and hard. they are ripened at a very small ratio. As you can see, the tomatoes, everything underneath this shade cloth is nice and healthy, and this is what I recommend you guys to do. You don't have to protect your whole backyard with shade cloth, but at least you can just designate an area where you're gonna be having your most sensitive plants, or the tomatoes or peppers that you have more interest on, and you can just leave the rest of your yard unattended if you must. So anyways, so this is all I have for you guys today. This is another high desert garden video that I made for you guys. I don't plan my videos, guys. I don't edit. I just grab my phone and I record. So I apologize if my videos are not as great as some of the professional gardeners out there that really are making a living on what they do, and hey, good for them. But I don't do this for business, so I just love to share my experiences with my neighbors and with the all the gardeners out there. I want to give a shout out to Molly. She very nice lady. She's also uploading videos on her yard. She's always commenting on my videos, and we're always exchanging comments on each other's videos. Hello Molly, this shout out is for you, and thank you for watching my videos. For the rest of you guys, thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you like this video, please don't forget to give those likes. They really keep me motivated to keep sharing my videos with y'all. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Take care now. Bye bye.